Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another stock market video. Today we're going to be talking about Tesla, which saw a very large drop of over 6.5% today alone. So it's now below $270. And I actually made a video talking about Tesla 5 days ago where I said it looks like it could fall lower based on the fact that it has been holding up better than most stocks. It might have to catch up a bit. And guess what? That's exactly what's happening. It's falling lower right now. Today, despite the fact that we got a very big drop, okay, over 6%, and people might think that, we're going to get a bounce now. Well, if you look very closely at my support level at $270, we can see that we actually moved below it and closed below it as well. What does this mean exactly? Well, it means that we have now officially lost that support level. And guess what? We're probably going to be right in line with my target here, which I had drawn out in my previous video, which is why you should subscribe and turn on those bell notifications to not miss this valuable information. But I mentioned the fact that there's an open gap on the chart right here at around $250. So this gap will need to be closed, and it's probably going to happen within the next week or two based on how the price is moving, which means Tesla's price could easily drop another 6% plus before getting a more substantial bounce. Okay, so right now I don't think the downside is over, and it does look like we're going to go in for that gap close, which is a very logical thing in technical analysis. And that's why you can check out my technical analysis master course, link in the description, less than $20, 30-day money back guarantee to learn these patterns. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. You see this as clear as day. You can see how we were range bound between $270 and $315. We lost our $270 support level. Okay, got the confirmation of a close below that. On top of that, the whole market is extremely weak. You can see here breaking news: S&P 500 closes at new 2022 low as Apple helms broad market sell-off. Okay, you can see here that across all the major US indexes, we're down up at least 1.5%, and for the Nasdaq we're down almost 3%. So this is getting very, very ugly, and unfortunately it doesn't look like all of the downside is out of the way yet. You all can see here in this article, Microsoft, Google, and nearly a fifth of S&P 500 companies have now hit 52-week lows. Okay, so we're reaching new lows here on many stocks, including Nvidia, Intel, AMD. And you have to ask yourself, yes, Tesla has been an outperformer. I'm not trying to discredit that. Okay, overall it's been holding up pretty well in this range. However, it also has to catch up to what's realistically happening in the market. If we're seeing stocks like Apple itself drop over 5%, then you can be pretty sure that Tesla is not going to be able to dodge that. So yes, right now it looks like we are going to play catch up, and we're probably going to head to $250 next to close that gap. We'll have to see how it acts there. That could be a bounce area, okay, where we might go back up above $270. However, if we lose that $250 support level, then we won't be having much support until we go all the way down to around $200, which could be our next bearish price target if we lose the $250 support level, which we will probably be testing in the next week or so. Okay, and this isn't anything against Tesla specifically. You can see here all the reference symbols, right? Most of these tech stocks absolutely crashing. However, if you look in this list here, Tesla is actually the worst performer on the day. Okay, and guess what? That has to do with Tesla, having held up so well that it just simply didn't fall as much as other stocks, and now, right, it is compensating for that and falling more than other stocks. So it's not like it got specifically bad news or anything. This is just the market playing out and the chart playing out. You can see here that Apple is leading the market sell-off. And like I said, if pretty much the number one strongest and best stock in the stock market, Apple, is experiencing such volatility, right, then any other tech stocks are probably going to get hit similarly hard, if not substantially more. And that's kind of what's happening, unfortunately, with Tesla right now. So I wanted to update you all on the chart, what's going on here. And also another bearish pattern that we have that might be unfolding is this head and shoulders pattern. Okay, this is also talked about in detail in my technical analysis master course. And by the way, follow me on Twitter and on TikTok, link in the description. But the head and shoulder pattern is covered on this technical analysis master course, link to that in the description. And this pattern typically leads to a break of our neckline, which right now is at $200. So it is absolutely possible that not only would we head to $250 and $200, but we could actually lose our $200 support level and head towards maybe a more medium term substantial support level, which would be around $165. That's where we might get a more substantial bounce. And actually, we even have a gap lower there. So, there's quite a few gaps here for Tesla due to how quickly it went up. We might even be heading down to 140 or lower. There's more gaps ahead, as we move forward. So we need to be careful here, because as we start losing these support levels, the drop could actually accelerate, especially after we lose $200. So we need to hope we get a bounce at $200, because after that, we could be looking at a move all the way down to around $140 to close the next gap. Okay, and you already saw that, despite you may have not believed it when Tesla was at all-time highs, but guess what, we came back down and closed this little gap here, and that may not be the end. So keep aware of this chart. You can always come back to this video. Make sure to share it with any of your friends who might be interested, and subscribe, turn on those bell notifications to not miss out on this type of content. Okay, if you would have looked at my video 5 days ago, you would have known about me talking about this. Okay, so don't miss out, turn out those notifications and subscribe. See you all soon. Thanks for watching.